Okay, let's throw on some music. Lo-fi. Anything really lo-fi radio. Let's go with that one. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's a bit loud. Let's turn. Wait, actually. I'm not sure. Oh, there. Okay, yeah. There we go. I think that should be okay. Alright. Turn on the multi-stream. Okay. So let's get into it. Last time I basically did nothing, but I spent more time off stream learning shit. So okay. Wait a second. Why isn't this on my screen? VS Code. Why is... Oh, I see. There we go. And okay. Yeah, there. Oh, shit. Fuck. Can I do Control-Shift-T? Yes. Yes. Excellent. I don't need Rainworld right now. So, yeah, let's... I'm basically just gonna be staring at this code till I figure it all out. And that's more or less the plan. Like, this should be a very simple creature. All I wanted to do is basically flutter around aimlessly, clumsily also, but mostly just aimlessly, until it finds something that looks like a pearl, either a pearl bug or a pearl, and then it'll try to go to it. And that's basically it. That's basically what I'm gonna try to do here. So it looks like update. So I gotta look at. I should also have. Okay, it didn't save my assemblies. That's okay, I guess. I think it should be here. Okay, it's not. Okay. I need to get the... let's look at this assembly. I imagine this just uses the same AI as snails. Creature formula type dot snail. Does that mean that that's just what inherits? Pre-baked pathing ancestral type dot snail. Oh, snails are eaten by leeches? I didn't know that. That doesn't seem quite right, because snails just shake leeches off, so it makes uncomfortable. Scavengers make snails uncomfortable. But they do fear brother long legs and daddy long legs. That's fascinating. So I wonder, actually wait, these aren't snails, these are bouncing ball snails. So I wonder if snails have anything different. I need to get that assembly up. Oops, didn't mean to Control Shift T. Well, I guess it's fine. Control Shift, no, Control V? Control Alt V? Control Shift P? There it is. Yeah, I need to go to the RW base. I'm trying to remember what DLL I need. I think it's Rainworld data? Resource? No. Managed? Yeah, it's definitely here. What's the thing? Okay, you know what? This... Well, one of my tabs will tell me. Actually, I should have this over here. Oh no, that's fine actually. Let's put... Where's the... There we go. Okay, so the Rainworld mod wiki. Should probably at my server. Okay, so, oh wait, I forgot on my Twitter. May as well. Meh. Who cares? Let's see. One of these tabs has what I need. There it is. Let's see. Public Assembly C#. Yes, there it is. Public Assembly C#. Oh, apparently it's in Bepinex. Alright, there we go. That's all the things I needed. It's in here. Is there a way to search? Yes, there is. Snail. Let's look at the snail. Is the snail? Oh, okay. Looks like the crit ob is is specific to this mod. Okay, well that's fine. Let's look at the snail AI. Snail. So the mosquitoes has a specific AI thing. Let's look at mosquitoes and snails and see where they differ. Mosquitoes have behavior. Snails don't. I wonder if behavior... No, because that's an AI type, so... Let's look at centipede AI. That'll have behaviors, right? Yeah, it does have behavior. Looks like... That's kind of interesting. Okay. I'll work off the mod because I feel like that's what I should do. So the Pearl Bug AI. I'm really curious because the bouncing ball, it's still not clear to me how it gets its AI. I assume it uses the snail AI, but I don't see where that happens. Ah, here it is. Artificial intelligence create realize AI, and then it uses the snail AI. There we go. That's so this mod didn't need to create its own AI because it just uses the snail AI. But I need to make my own AI because I need an AI for this creature. So mosquitoes have an idle, swarm, flee, escape, rain, hunt. These are all the behaviors that swarms have. And snails don't have any behaviors, I think. Snail AI, rather. I need to look at the snail AI. Behave. Yeah, they don't have any behaviors, which is interesting, I guess. Official use relationship tracker. Mosquito also has a relationship tracker. I don't really think I need player edible. It's not necessarily edible. Well, curious. Wonder what I'll do for that. Well, let's worry about that later. We're working on the AI right now. I feel like that's where we should start. Or maybe it isn't. What other things do mosquitoes have? Mosquitoes have a graphics thing. Let's look at the graphics thing. That might be the most, like, we can immediately see the results of this. So maybe we look at this first. So we'll change this to Purblug, and then we'll change mosquito to Purblug, and Purblug PB. I'll be verbose. Graphics module mesh segments, I imagine. Mesh segments equals 9. Float squeeze equals -0.1. Squirm. Add squirm width, squirm amp. I don't know what any of these things do. So the body is a vector 2 body. I wonder if that represents the size. Squirm, mesh segs, squirm. Size factor. What does that do? I wonder. I wonder if that's like it's a read only. Maybe that's like the variety of sizes that things come in. Squirm offset, darkness, last darkness, yellow, color yellow. Why does yellow specifically have a color? Like what? What is that? Wing flap, last wing flap. I do plan for Purbugs to have wings, so that's okay. Room palette. I guess creatures change colors based on the room palette. Chunk sound emitter, sound loop. Don't know what that would be doing. Maybe creatures have a sound loop that they play continuously, I guess. Makes enough sense. Triangle mesh, split mesh sprites 0 and 1, wing sprites 0 and 1. So, okay, well, some of that made sense, some of it didn't. That makes sense to me. State is equal to random.state. Okay. Random.initState. Purblug.attribute.id.randomSeed. Okay, that's probably just initializes state to be random. Purple Boy Kiv. Hi. Hello. How are you today? I don't recognize your name. First time chatter. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Am I the first person here? Today, yes. Yes. I'm good, you? I'm doing alright. Not too bad. It's a bit hot in my room, but that's okay. I'm surviving, and I've got a thing of water near me. I should probably refill this soon, actually, but I'm okay for now. Never been here before. Well, like I said, thanks for stopping by. What you doing? I am currently trying to figure out how to mod Rainworld. It's quite thick. I am a software engineer by trade, so like it's not like I'm not completely lost, but I'm a little lost. Basically just trying to reverse engineer how to do things. Seems fun. Yeah. It's a project. Last stream, I basically just sat here looking at trying to find things I couldn't find. This stream, I think, will have a lot more direction. Do you have any ideas for the mod? Well, right now, I don't have any particular original ideas from myself. Right now, I am actually using someone else's ideas. Specifically, the Rainworld YouTuber. I actually don't know how to pronounce his name. Dashombase. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. But he did a bunch of Rainworld lore videos and also a bunch of region concepts for like basically custom regions. So I'm basically taking some of those ideas. Dashombase. Yes. I still don't know how to pronounce it, but yes, that guy. His region concept mods like videos are pretty neat. I like them. So I'm just thinking, you know what? I'll use it as an excuse to try to learn it. I don't know if I'm going to get anywhere with it, but right now I'm starting very simple, and I felt like, you know, not using any effort in trying to think of what I want to do, and like potentially thinking of these high strung ideas and stuff. I start with something simple, and so the simplest thing that I remembered from his region concepts was the pearl bug. It's actually the very first creature in his very first video that he mentions ever from the region concepts, and it just so happens to be a very simple creature, like at face value. So I'm gonna try to implement the pearl bug, basically, little bug that looks like a pearl. Yep. I felt like that was maybe winded, but anyways. So that looks all good. The chunk, the body has to be the size, right? I wonder. Okay, you know what? Let's look at the pearl. Let's look at the pearl graphics. Pearl. Abstract data pearl. Surely there is a cosmetic pearl. Okay, but surely there's a graphics thing about them. Like a clamshell thingamajig, but with legs. I assume you mean one of the poppy snail guys. Yeah, it's very similar. I in my mind, it would work very similarly. It wouldn't crawl around the background though. It would have wings and fly around instead of crawl. But I think very similar. Yes, that's actually why I have up here. I have the snail AI because I was thinking like it would have a lot of similarities. I'm not seeing the pearl graphics. I wonder if, well, you know what? Let's look at. Oh, I apparently don't have it here. Okay, 1 second. That's my downloads, I think. Yes. Examples, Synthetic Shields. Oh, okay, so interesting. Items do not have a graphics. They don't have a graphics module in the way that creatures do. That's interesting. I don't get the. So what is the function of a pearl bug? I don't get the concept. Enlighten me, please. Basically, a pearl bug is basically just a bug that looks like a pearl, and that's it. They're not an actual pearl. And as far as the video as I'm gonna call him Das. As Das said, I explained. Scavengers do not like them because they're not actually pearls, and they get pearl bug infestations. So all they'll basically do is be a way to annoy you and scavengers by being pretend pearls. Does that work with scavs? Yeah, the scavs hate them. Scavs do not like pearl bugs, and one of the little things about in that region concept, the pearl bug would be in scavenger nests, where you could find scavenger nests, and you'll find a bunch of pearls there. In that specific region, they'll have infestations of pearl bugs. So you just see little pretend pearls just kind of crawling about those rooms. And basically, I'm thinking that they don't really serve much of a purpose ecologically. They're just there to annoy scavengers. And you can if you give it to a scavenger, it'll be taken as an insult. So you can make scavengers go aggro on you by giving them a pearl bug. I was thinking that you could kind of play with it maybe, because pearl bugs will sometimes, I think, go inert, and so they'll just look like pearls. And I think they can trick you into giving it to a scav, and the scav will immediately understand it's a pearl bug and get mad at you or something. Discord, some art I made. Cool. Let's check it out. Aww, these are adorable. Is that watercolor or is that marker? Looks like watercolor to me. I would assume watercolor. This is adorable. That is a really cool concept. I wish I came up with it. But yeah, I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking to kind of expand on it by having it be again, pearl bugs are sometimes will fall asleep maybe, or maybe together, if multiple pearl bugs are together, they'll both kind of be asleep together or something. Alcohol markers. Okay, cool. I think when I was very young, I always heard that what are they? Copic markers. I always heard how cool they were, and I bought a pack without knowing how to use them, so they didn't really get much actual good use. But they certainly were kind of cool. They it was really neat having a marker that had a brush on it. Maybe you should go to sleep when you hold it, something like that. Yeah. Because I think it'd be neat if the player also couldn't tell the difference between pearl bugs and regular pearls, unless they were moving around or something. And give it to a scav, and the scav gets all offended, and you know. You seem really cool. Thank you. I try. Thanks for the follow. I should really update that. That's so old. The follow animation. That's an old animation from one of my a game project that I'm also working on. That's my main game project. Because I'm actually an aspiring indie game developer, but yeah. You can see the same character is actually depicted in the oh, you can't see my mouse on the stream. On the follow goal thing, you can see the character's face as a bunch of little sunglasses emojis. That's the same character, modernized. Anyways, follow your dreams, dude. I'm trying. So anyways. Pearl bug. Okay, all this stuff looks good, I think. I don't see anything. I still think... I'm trying to think, what's the smallest creature I've seen in Rainworld? The smallest little guy. I guess... I wonder if vulture grubs are considered creatures. Vulture grub. I think they're called vulture grubs, right? In the code. Type vulture grub. Okay. I doubt they're creatures. I think they're just items that have an animation loop. Yeah, I'm not seeing any AI. Oh wait, I see a graphics. That's interesting. Batfly. Oh, but that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? That's a great that's a great idea to base it off. I do want to look up. I'm now interested in figuring out if vulture grubs. Yeah, vulture grubs are actually creatures. That surprises me, honestly. Well, what's do they have a head flaps? Head flap. Oh, I guess that's the the when they wail about. I don't see. Where's the? Okay, let's just get rid of the AI stuff for now. We're just looking at the graphics. So mosquito AI, that can get away. Mosquito graphics, that's fine. I guess I destroyed the Proba graphics at some point. Let's see. Oh, I see. That's fine. I'll just rename this. Pearl. Proba graphics. So, this has a body variable, but this does not have a body variable, as far as I can tell. Worm? Worm.body chunks? What's that mean? What's worm? What is worm? Vulture grub worm. Okay, so this is just the vulture grub object. So does the vulture grub object have what I'm looking for? This has body chunks somewheres. Body chunk. Does a mosquito have a body chunk? Let's check pearl bug, because pearl bug should be the same thing. It does not have a body chunk. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. This could have straight up magic to me. Damn. BRB. Okay. Okay. I think potentially looking at the game. Looking at the game files, the actual game files, I don't think that'll actually be helpful, because it seems to me that things that were programmed in the game are different. So I think I'm gonna have to just try to intuit things just from. Okay, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Let's open up. I have it somewheres. PhysOps, there it is. Look at the core. So, Perlbug graphics implements the graphics module. Let's look for the Batfly. I actually don't see the Batfly. Allow grabbing Batfly, select cat stats, auto grab Batfly name. Interesting. Okay. Are Batflies not called Batflies in the code? Huh. What are they called in the code? Are they called cicadas? No way. No way. That's something else, right? Flying charge counter. What's a cicada? Oh! Okay, cicadas are the squids. Okay. That's still strange to me. I don't... Okay. So what are bat flies then? Dart maggot. Okay, that's what the spiders shoot. That's all that is. Deer, yeah, okay. Drop bug, that's fine. Egg bug. Okay, yeah, I know what that is. What are bat flies? Okay, hold on. Let's look at the bat fly Rainworld. What are they called in the game's files? Surely they'll have some sort of cicadas had a thing about the game's files, but bat flies don't. Interesting. I cannot find what bat flies are called in the game's code. So let's... Oh, firefly. That can't be right. That's just... Yeah, cosmetic insect. Also just like the little guys that fly around in the background and shit. I'm back. Welcome back. We have learned that bat flies are not called bat flies in the game code. And I don't know what they're called. And the wiki doesn't seem to know what they're called either. So now I'm just trying to figure out what bat flies are called in the game code by looking through them, all these game files, and trying to find out which one looks like it'll be the bat fly. We learned that cicadas, squidcata, are called cicadas in the game files, which is interesting. Moth? Are they called moths? Cosmetic insect? No. I think these are... I think these are background creatures. Mouse. Okay, that's probably the... Yeah. Lantern mice. Needleworm. They're called needleworms, not noodleworms. Or noodle flies. That's interesting. What are bat flies called? Oracle. What's an oracle? No idea. Not what we're looking for. What the heck are bat flies called? This is insane to me. Tube worm. No. Vulture. Alright, let's look up just fly. Certainly they're like either like they're not bats of any type. Bee. What? Firefly. Fly AI. Maybe, I don't know if... Dragonfly, that's definitely a background bit. Wasp? Fly lure. Wait, fly. They're just called flies. They're just called flies. Huh. Here's the F, G. Where's the F? I don't know how code works, but can you reuse the code from the Batfly? Replace the body with a pearl, but keep the code when it goes to the grass. It could become a pearl, and same goes for if you hold it. I don't think it can just become a pearl, but that's an interesting way to go about it. Make it just a Batfly AI. I'm not. That's actually probably a decent way to get started with it. I'm getting a call. One sec, I'm getting a call. Mute button. Where are you? There. Okay, back. So, that's an interesting idea. Interesting idea. Okay, there it is. There it is. Looking at how different these two things are is very interesting. I wonder why they're so different. Like, there's so many more things going on here. Let's look at the needle fly code. Needle worm. That's what they're called, apparently. I'm looking for their graphics. Yeah, it's so interesting. Like, oh, body mesh? Small, return. So I did see body mesh here. Or at least mesh segs. Or I'm pretty sure that means mesh segments. I don't know what squirm does. Alright, well, let's just continue on. I have a love-hate relationship with the noodlefly. I mean, I think many do. They're very funny looking, but then, you know, when you're desperate, you need some food. I love the concept, but I hate their anger issues. Yeah, like, if you were in the general vicinity where their baby died, you are liable to get put off the census. It's true. Noodleflies are not very smart and will take their anger out on the nearest available living creature. It's very funny when they think another noodlefly is what killed their baby. I find it very funny whenever that happens. Like, you silly creature. That thing would never kill another noodlefly. And here you are, being all Karen about it. It was probably the lizard over there that killed your baby. Or hell, it might have been me, because I'm very brazen when it comes to Rainworld. I will eat a noodle fly. I don't care. It can kill vultures, yeah. Or lizard. Very true, very true. Yeah, vultures don't know how to deal. I feel like the vulture AI wasn't equipped to deal with noodle flies. So, ProBook graphics, size fac. Aha! Yeah, so this just makes the size range. I actually don't want the size to range from Pearl Bugs. Do I want the size to range from Pearl Bugs? Do you think Pearl Bugs should be bigger or smaller than other Pearl Bugs? I'm kind of thinking no. They should all be the same size as pearls, because that makes it more obvious that they're like if the size varied, that would make it more obvious that they're Pearl Bugs. Makes sense, as there's now 2-meter long noodle in their body. No? I'm hearing that you agree with me. Since they have to be pearl sized, yeah, I agree. I think it only makes sense that they're basically pearl sized. Like, if anything, maybe like a little bit of variance would be okay, but I think for the most part, no, they should be the same size. So I'm just gonna comment that out. Just gonna comment these bits out. Wait, does this not give me any errors? Okay, it does. Good. Body equals new vector 2. What's the point of assigning the body up here if you're just gonna assign it in the constructor? Not a lot? Yeah, I agree. I agree. If it is going to vary, it needs to be like just minute variances that like you'd barely recognize. So much so you'd question why there would even be variances. Yes. So body, I don't know what body signifies. Like, hold on. First chunk, pause. Oh, wait. Hold on. Looks like get length. It looks like this is for like a segmented body? Like, vector 2, 3. It's a vector 2. Oh, it's a vector 2 array. Or, no, it's a vector 2, right? Yeah, no. Okay, it's a vector 2 array. I see. It's an array of vector 2s. I misunderstood for a second here. So it's a 2D array of vector 2. That's kind of confusing, but I understand now. It's basically like, okay, I understand. So this, the body represents a bunch of segments. Like, okay, I get it. For the sake of the class here, I will draw what this is. I think you should be able to notice in a slight way, but if you aren't aware, you won't see it. Yeah, I agree. For now, I'm just gonna leave it commented out, but maybe in the future I'll uncomment it out and make it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. So these are segments, which means that I don't need this. I don't need this at all. Do I need one? Probably not. I don't think so. I don't think I need this at all. Because we've seen things that don't have it at all. Like anything else really. Because I think, hold on, let's look at the needleworm. Snout, legs, wings, generic body part. Vector 2. There's no vector 2 arrays that I can see here. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I need them. You just need plural, indeed. That's exactly correct. Dear is equal to custom.rnv. I guess it's okay. I don't think that matters. Make dead mosquito body flop. I don't need to do that. So I'm just gonna take out that to do. Wing flaps looks okay. Just going to replace that. Probably should have replaced the symbol earlier, but whatever, it's fine. If the pearl bug is conscious, and I mean the pearl bug shouldn't really grasp anything. Grasps equals 0. Wing.flap plus equals random value. Okay, it's flapping its wings. I don't. Oh, I guess maybe this is not what I think it is. I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't know what grasps means. I is equal to 0. I is less than body dot get length. So all okay, I see. So I do need some representation of the body. So it's just gonna be a vector 2. Just gonna be a, I think. Pearl bug times equals air friction minus equals gravity. I2. So these are all different segments of this mosquito creature. So I don't need any of that. So I think I'm gonna vector 2 body. I'm just gonna give it a vector 2 position. Equals new vector 2. And just to double check what the reset function had. Body is equal to I0. First chunk pose. I think I'll copy this line. Position is equal to pearl bug dot first chunk dot position minus deer times 1, or times I rather. Don't know what I is really, but oh wait, I get it. I don't need to do that. Minus deer. I guess that's fine. Let's go with that. And for all this stuff, I'm just going to replace all these guys with the position times equals. I think I understand why all this stuff was working like this. Is because I am aware that in Rainworld the graphics and the physical things that are happening behind the screen, they're all disconnected, which allows them to turn off all the graphics when things are off screen. I don't need to do any of this stuff. Oh yeah, I see. So all this stuff just basically makes the body follow, the different body segments follow the previous body segment, something like that. So I don't need this for loop. Position plus equals blue. I don't think I need that either. Alright. Pearlbug.blue. I actually don't know what this does. I'll comment it out instead. I have to leave in a few seconds. Okay, well thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope to see you again sometime. I hope that I helped in some way. You did. You helped me kind of consider other methods I could look into. I will definitely be looking at the Batfly code at some point. I actually found it. They're called flies, not Batflies, which is interesting. Anyways, bye. I don't need any of this shit. Terrain collision data equals new position. When is your next stream? It might be tomorrow, and if it's not tomorrow, it might be next Tuesday. I'm trying to stick to a Tuesday-Thursday schedule. We'll see if I actually do. With like Friday, Saturday being kind of wild cards. Probably not Saturday. Saturday I'm pretty busy, but Fridays maybe. I'll be there hopefully. That's what's up. Thanks again. Position. Terrain collision data. I'll just use position. Times size vac. Default curl bug first chunk could go through floors. Yeah, that seems like it would make sense. So far, this is making sense. Looks like J2 is the main part. Looks like J. Looks like whatever this is, basically is the main part of the body. Contact point dot y is less than 0. I, for one, don't care about single line if statements. Being in brackets, I don't care for it. If j equals 0, in other words, I think I always want to do this. Looks like this just lets the main body go forward while the rest of the body kind of hangs back a little bit. Position, 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 distance, position. I think this makes sense. Getting kind of hungry. Getting kind of hungry. We've been going for an hour. Okay. That's okay. Probably go on for another hour or so. 6 o'clock. Yeah, that seems like a decent time to end it. We'll see how I feel when we hit there. Position. Actually. Do I need any of this? Inverse lerp. I don't think I need any of this. In fact, I think I could probably get away with just doing this. Needle deer, I don't need to update any sort of needle direction. Squirm. I feel like squirm, I don't need squirm. I don't really know what this bloat vector or this bloat thing is. I think maybe different. Oh, when mosquitoes feed, they probably get bloated, and so they like their size increases. So I don't need that. I don't need squirm. I feel like I'll put squirm size back in because I don't think it'll actually be too hard. Let's just turn squirm off. I don't think I need squeeze either. They probably do squeeze to like reduce the size if it needs to squeeze through something. Size fac, that's fine. Squirm offset, don't care. What's this? It's cool. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, yeah, let's put size fac back in. Clamped random variation. I wish I knew where that came from. RW custom. Is that in PhysObs? Is RW custom in PhysObs? Probably not. It's probably... Let's look for the game code. The game code. I think it might be in here. I don't see it. Let's see. It's not here. It's not here. Not there. It's not there. Interesting. Don't know where it is. Clamped random variation. I wonder if I search in here, clamped random variation, can I find this? I did! mathf.clamp equals base value, max deviation, float k. I don't know what k is. Random deviation. K. Base value. Okay, clamp 0 to 1. Times max deviation. Clamped random variation. So what it does is, if you send a base value, a max deviation, and a k, it'll add the base value to random deviation, which I assume is a unity thing. Random deviation unity. Probably the price is lower than any competitor. I'm good, thanks. Can I end you from here? I can. There we go. Out of there. Normalized random. Am I wrong? Is random deviation something of their own making? Custom.random. Oh, it is. S curve. Okay, I don't know how to interpret that. I'm not going to try. So it clamps whatever this is to 0 and 1. Random deviation k, base value. So at a base value of 0.8, random deviation, max deviation of 0.2, and a value of 0.5, a k value of 0.5. I feel like I remember k value from statistics class. I just don't remember what it does. So this probably... Yeah, I don't need this. So it's at 0.8. with a max deviation of 0.2, which I imagine means that it can only be as little as 0.6 and as high as 1. So I'll just do 0.9 and make this 0.1. Or actually, 0.2 works. Make it a little bigger, make it a little smaller. 10% bigger, 10% smaller. Anywhere in between. And with a K value of 0.5, I guess I'll keep that K value. I'll have to see how it looks in game. Body is just going to be non-existent. I don't even need to have it in the constructor, to be honest. Let me double check. Mosquito graphics. Wrong. So I will multiply in the terrain collision data. Oh, okay. I multiply it. Fine. Okay, that's good. Yeah, all this looks good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sound loop equal to room play sound. Cicada wings loop. Pearl bug dot first chunk. Not necessarily the case. Okay. I don't know if anyone's in here, but I'll be right back. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. We're back. So, where was I? I was playing with the slice vac. I think I interpreted it right. So, I think what we're gonna do. That conscious. I don't really care. Conscious is really not what I'm looking for. If it's flying, then I wanted to do this, but it's like a pearl bug. I don't need these. I have ascertained what these things are. I don't need this to explode or get stuck. I assume that the idea behind that is mosquitoes can get stuck, but I don't need my pearl bug to get stuck. So, conscious, sure. The AI? Mode. So it'll either be flying or crawling. Dot mode equals pearl bug dot mode dot wait. Yeah. Well, personally, I like to use all caps when I'm doing my enums, so I'm gonna make it all caps. We'll see if I did that right. But anyways, looks right. Looks okay to me. And if it's not conscious, or it's not in the room, or it's slated for deletion, that's all fine. That's not necessarily what I want. Yeah, seems kind of dubious. I'm just gonna put this up here. And if it's crawling, I'll do something else. So we'll do an else if. I also prefer to have each thing of brackets be like this. I don't like the the other type of brackets. So else if I see why now. Because you don't want to destroy it every time. Actually, yes you do. If sound loop is equal to null, so I only want to destroy the sound loop whenever it changes the state. I believe that's how this works. This song's a vibe, honestly. I like it. Quite do like it. Sound loop. So okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. This will be the same thing. Same thing. It'll use a different sound, obviously, but we'll just keep it the same as for now. Sound ID dot cicada wings loop. I wonder. I gotta look at the sound ID to see if there's any other loops I can use. Ideally, there's like a. Let me think. Maybe a centipede walk noise. Seems maybe a bit too loud. But I can adjust the volume. Anything else that just crawls on the floor that's small. Nothing comes to mind, so I think probably we'll use a centipede loop. But make it. Hopefully we can tone it down. I'll just make it a to do. Replace with some sort of crawl noise, maybe centipede. Maybe I can change the pitch to be slightly different. So what this will do is if the sound loop is not null, and one of these things, right, or so what we'll do is create a new variable. Float flying, or not float, bool flying equals false, probably. Flying equals true. Actually, no. Okay, we'll have that be one thing. So if there is some sort of this sort of thing. So if there's some misalignment, flying is equal to not flying, and we'll destroy it. Public void destroy sound loop. Make things a bit simpler. Destroy sound loop. And we'll destroy the sound loop. So, whenever it's playing a sound, and the mode tracked by the probug is misaligned with the mode as it's tracked by this thing here, then we'll make them align by setting flying to false, or flying to whatever the opposite of flying is, and we'll destroy the sound loop. Cool. The world of rain, true. True? I couldn't have said it better myself. We're making progress this time. We're actually doing progress, I think. I'm pretty sure. You know what? Since I'm here, let's actually look for this. This sound ID. What is this sound ID? What we'll do is we'll look for cicada wings loop. That was not very helpful. Where is this? I have no indication of where this is. Maybe I gotta look for sound ID. Let's see, QRS sound ID. Aha! I found it. So if I cicada, yeah, there it is. So centipede crawl loop. Okay. So this, let's go ahead and use that. In the ProBugs graphics. Where the heck is the sound loop? What was I just in? ProBug graphics, right? Oh, I see. I'm stupid. Silly me. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use this. True, 1F, 1F. I guess it's all fine. Require active upkeep equals true. Sure. Yes, okay. So what we'll do is, I guess we can do it on the wing flap. Math that time. If it's idle, it doesn't make any sounds. So let's put an additional mode. Idle. I think, and if I just add idle, I think that'll just make it not make any sounds. So let's go ahead and, yeah, the wing flap, I guess it's okay. When it's crawling, it's just doing the thing. Doing lerp map. Volume, pitch. I have no idea what a lerp map is. And I don't know what all these things change about it. I'd like it to be less than a centipede crawl. Centipede crawls are pretty aggressive. I'd like it to be higher pitched, I think, because higher pitch will make it shorter. So I think probably this has to be a lower than 0 number, or lower than 1 number. Let's go with 0.25 to 0.5. I'm actually kind of curious. Now I'm thinking about it. Centipede. Centipede. Because I'm sure centipede shell, centipede pather, centipede track state, small centipede. Okay, so there's just different types. So let's go to centipede graphics. Pitch equals the math.lerp 0.5 to 1.5. Or okay, this is when it's shock. Flying, I don't really care about that. Centipede fly loop, okay, that's fine. Centipede crawl loop, there it is. So they do a lerp from 1.2 to 0.8. mathf dot. Let me double check what mathf dot lerp actually is. Mathf dot lerp. Unity? Is that a Unity thing or is that a C# thing? It's a Unity thing. The start value, the end value, the interpretational, and then that's the interpolation. So 1.2 to 0.8. That makes sense, I think. Basically, they probably use the same like tick sound for each thing, but they just it decreases over time. Okay, I think I'm seeing it. So in this case, in the Perlbug graphics, yeah, let's make this 0.1. Do they do anything to the volume in the centipede graphics? Volume, inverse lerp, vector at distance, main body chunk, centipede main body chunk. Oh. Well, that should basically have the same effect. Basically, so the volume, they play the crawl loop, but the volume is 0 whenever it's not moving. I like that, actually. I think I'll steal it. So I don't need an idle. I mean, yeah, short. Yeah, sure. Actually, I think it's basically the same thing. I'm not going to do anything. So let's go with that. I don't know how that'll sound, but we'll find out at some point in the future. Cool. That should be okay. Initial sprites. F sprite 4. Sprite leaser. Make long mesh. Centipede wing. Let's go ahead and use that wing, and we'll see how it looks. I'll probably have to change this, but actually I don't want to make a long mesh. In fact, I only want one sprite. F sprite 1. S leaser dot sprites. Does this have any sort of thing like that, I wonder? I'm just checking. Yes, it does. Fly wing, fly body, fly wing, fly... Oh, okay, interesting. They have different sprites. Let's just... Okay, so let's make it 2. I have, so you see this. I'm not. I'm modifying it as I go on. So I know there's going to be some discrepancies. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know how the sprite looser works yet, so I was trying to figure it out. So like this helped me right here because this is basically telling me that the bat flies, which are very little guys. They have a sprite set up for the body, for the eyes, and for the wing, each wing. And so that tells me that I need... This seems like a bit much. I think we don't need to do this for loop. I feel like the for loop is a bit much. Oh, okay, I see. That's fine. Fine, I'll keep it. No harm, I guess. So yeah, I'll need at least 3. I don't need this. Make long mesh. Need to figure out where that's hiding. Actually, let's look at the fly again. Fly graphics. F sprite, fly body. Okay, so they just have a sprite for it. Fascinating. So we're not going to do a long mesh thing. We're going to make it a specific thing. So let's find pearls. QRSTUVWH element of P. There it is. P element of P. Pearl. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's look for, I think I have it in my history. Let's see if I can find it. Abstract data pearl. So how do they know what the pearl, cosmetic pearl, probably what that is. cosmetic pearl. So let's look for C. Oh, I don't see it here. What? Futile white body pearl. Okay, well, let's use that. I don't think I need anything else. I think? Jetfish IA. What is that being used for? Let me look up what a pearl looks like, actually. Pearl Rainworld. Can I see these bits and pieces of? Honestly, no. I don't know. Is it like that center bit? Like, there's like a little bit of a shadow on it. That's interesting. That's so interesting. I don't need the glimmer. The glimmer will be one thing that they won't have. So I'm just gonna copy this over, actually, and replace it with that. Start sprite. So new F sprite. So it'll be these two, and then 1, 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And I'm just gonna 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Two plus I equals WI. What's W? What the fuck is that? Oh, I guess that's the wing. The wings. I'll leave that alone for now. I don't know what to do about that. Everything else looks okay. So basically, this should make it look like a pearl. This should give it centipede wings, which I don't know how I feel about that yet. But let's just move on. What if there's a way to like make the wings? Anyway, let's one step at a time. Let's continue. Add to container. New container. Add child. Okay, that seems fine. I don't think I need to make any changes to that. Draw sprites. Okay. I don't need this. I don't need any of these. Except for the first one, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. Don't care about that one. What's this segment deer? Did I delete it? Let's look at the segment deer. Okay, apparently it was assigned here. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't think I need any of this. Nope. I don't think I need any of that. Or any of this. Wing size equals 0.7. I think it should be even smaller. 0.5. First chunk position. Why do this over again? Where do you have that result? It's right there. It's the same. This is exactly the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. There's no reason to calculate this again. It seems a bit strange to assign a variable. Whatever, it's fine, I guess. This stuff seems fine. These are calculations for the wing sprite. Segment deer. Is there a way I can interpret segment deer, last needle deer, time stacker? Okay, yeah, I'll just make this first chunk. Everything else looks okay. One thing I don't like is that the erroring seems to not be great. I wonder. Oh, it's probably because it's using the mosquito solution when I want it to use. Oh well. That's the untracked one. Does that mean, wait, is it untracked by Git or is it untracked by? Oh, there we go. I think this will do it. There it is. Okay, cool. Figured it out. Position. How'd that happen, I wonder? I guess I'll just flip it to a non-read only. Perlbug dot first chunk dot position minus deer. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. Wait, what? I'm missing a terrain collision data is equal to float rad. Position size vec. Oh, I see. So what are the first three? Position, last position, velocity. That's the position. This is supposed to be the last position. And this is supposed to be velocity? Seems strange to me. This... I'm gonna figure this one out, and then we're gonna end it here. I'm getting kind of tired. Position times size vac. That makes sense as far as the position goes, I think. Last position. I wasn't keeping track of that, to be honest. I think that might be it, actually. Okay, I see what it's trying to do. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. What about flies? Do flies have to do this in their update function? Is there any sort of velocity? Terrain collision data. What does it do again? That's the position. That's the previous. That's velocity. What? Position, last position, or wrong. Position, last position, velocity. That's the rad default, yeah. Just be 0, so just gonna do 2.5, I guess, times size back. I don't really know what that does, but that's what they have here, so I'm just gonna copy it. It's looking for the velocity. That's what I'll do. Sure. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, probug.mode is inaccessible to its protection level. I guess I'll just use public. I am feeling less... Whatever. Let's see. I don't need these. I'm not gonna bother with this right now. I know it's broken. Oh, I guess it'll... shit. I don't need to do this. I'm just going to comment all this out. Don't need to explode. I don't need stick into chunk. I don't think I need this. Change mode. Just comment this bit out. Mode. I'll comment this part out too. I think I'm starting to grasp some things, but don't need this. Might not even be a food point, but I'll just leave it be. Okay. Now this should be okay. What? What's wrong with this? Oh. I see. That's okay. Just trying to clear out all these errors before I go. There's two more. I just can't see them. There you are. Num. What's num? Num is equal to 0f. Is num ever modified? Num is modified sometimes. Do I care what num is? Slurp. Offset 2. I don't think we need an offset. This is probably has to do with the fact that mosquitoes can bloat, so they need an offset to calculate the distance that it bloats. So I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Don't need this shit. Okay. We got somewhere today, I think. I don't think we're in a stage where we can test this, but at the very least we've cleaned up all the errors here. And I think we're on our way to understanding what's going on. I think that's what's important. Anyways, I'm going to head out now. I think starting out with short streams is fine. I'm definitely getting more tired, so I think it's good to cut it off here. Thanks for coming out, anyone who's still in chat. I'll be back, if not tomorrow, hopefully next Tuesday.